I heard you. I heard you the whole time. Oh, okay.
This one. Test, test. Now they can hear me. Welcome to everyone to the CWT Sports Clash. It is Sports Clash Trivia. This is round 3. We have a very important matchup here tonight. We have Joey Suba. We have Jacob Barber. You win, and you're in the finals to decide the first ever CWT Sports Champion. It is one of the most exciting contests we are going to have. These two faced off in a previous wrestling Clash of the Combatants with a winner go home stakes, and we'll see if that can change here tonight. Joey, you've been dominating the league so far. Huge wins over Chris Perkins, even though it was by 2, but he still put up a ton of points. And then you also picked up the win over, I believe, Tato. Tato.
Yeah,
Tato.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then you picked up the win over Tato. Mr. Barber, you also defeated both of those guys in sports trivia. But Joey, we're going to you first. Joey, how you feel about this match tonight and your odds of going to the finals to facing the winner of Block B?
Feeling great. Feeling very excited for this match. Barber is a very good competitor. We have a lot of similar interests. Maybe one sport a little different, but yeah, you mentioned it earlier. We've been in this scenario before, and where we've been in a situation before where the winner goes on to the championship, and I came up short in that match. So I'm hoping to not replicate history and try to change it this time. So, but I know I'm going to need to be sharp early on, and I need to have a nice lead going into that last round because anything can happen in that last round. But we'll see what happens. So, good luck to him. This should be a lot of fun.
Yes, and good luck to him, and good luck to everyone in the chat. Because if you're watching right now, you can go right below that chat over there this way. It's beside Jacob. You'll see it. You watch. You've all been on Twitch before. That's why you're here. You can go ahead and bet your loonies, your channel points, on who you think will win this match. Will it be Joey? Will it be Jacob Barber? But Mr. Barber, you had that Cinderella story in the Clash of the Combatants Volume 3 Wrestling Edition. But can you continue that luck here tonight against Joey? What are your thoughts on that?
We'll see. Sports, it's a little different. Yeah, Joey, he's been killing it. Every time I play him, I think I'm gonna come up short. And last time I thought that it didn't happen, so maybe I just need to keep doubting myself, and I'll keep surprising myself. I, for one, hope history does repeat itself. But I'm hoping to have fun either way. I'm pretty sure the best man will win, and whoever it is, me or you, we'll go on. We'll take the title. So
Exactly.
Yeah,
do it.
yeah, it's still a very big toss up on the other side of our bracket. Is anyone between Brandon Cohen, Mr. Dude Hayes, and Michael Turner could end up in the finals joining you guys. So we'll find out there. And so far in the chat, we have Ryan's not trying. He says, "What?" That's when I had my mic muted. Thanks for watching, Ryan. Appreciate you. He says, "Good luck, brothers." Chris Perkins, Jacob. Ryan's not trying. A fellow Seattle Mariners fan. He's from Washington. Yeah, he's.
Oh, that's not McCormick?
No, it's not McCormick. I think Ryan McCormick's name is just Ryan. Username is Ryan McCormick, and then the year he was born.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's one of my friends, Ryan. He's here to watch. Big fan of sports, but we have to find out if you guys are a big fan of sports because your round 1 will look like this. Each player shows you the first round strength that is broken down to 2 questions each, then a 4-point question. A random Big 4 sport will be asked with 4 possible answers. You have 1 point for each correct answer in round number 1, as we currently have 420 loonies on Joey and 120 loonies on Jacob Barber. So, some people going for the underdog, going to win some loonies in the process. Appreciate anyone that has placed their channel points. But if you guys are ready to start this match, we are going to start with 2010's Chicago Blackhawks numbers. And your first question in that category is, Jonathan Toews wore which number for the Blackhawks during his career? Jonathan Toews, one of probably the most famous Blackhawks, would you say, Joey?
Yeah, Mount Rushmore for sure.
Okay. Nobody put a hydrate, but I need some water anyway, because looks like you guys are in. Joey, what is it?
19.
Barber, did you study this one?
Nope, I said 3.
3 is not the correct answer. We're looking for 19 as we move on to your second question. A little wordy. the game-winning goal to break a 2-2 tie with 1 minute remaining in the third period of Game 6 of the 2013 Stanley Cup Final was scored by number 36, which at the time belonged to which player? I did research, Joey. You're welcome.
One of the coolest finishes to a hockey game I've ever been a part of. 17 seconds.
Would you call this equivalent to like a walk-off home run in the World Series?
Yeah.
Or would that be more of like an overtime goal in like Game 7?
Yeah, because that obviously ends both ends.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Nothing from you, Joey, or Jacob. Sorry, you both J names. Joey, what do you got?
David Bolin.
I just have Dave Bolin. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. Yes, David Bolin is the correct answer. But now we're going to go into Jacob's strength. And Jacob, you chose the Oklahoma City Thunder in the 2010s. Big fans of the 2010s, you guys are. Because your first question is, which player won the Sixth Man of the Year award for the 2011-12 season? And this is from the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Be wild if it was a different team.
All right, looks like you are both in. Joey, what do you got?
James Harden.
And Barber.
James Harden.
James Harden is the correct answer. Moving on to your second question. Which team did the OKC Thunder sweep in the first round of the 2012 NBA playoffs? And this is the, obviously, playoffs played for the 2011-2012 season, but the playoffs are played in 2012. Perkins said it was the Harlem Globetrotters.
Don't give away the answer.
You never know. Anything is possible. All right. As we're going to go now to Jacob Barber. What do you have?
The Mavericks.
And Joey.
For the Grizzlies.
Yeah, the correct answer was the Dallas Mavericks. Jacob gaining some space there. 3-2. But we're going to go to our 4-point question. And as always, your 4-point question will be decided by a random wheel. Everyone loves the wheels, right? You guys all love that over at Lights Out. Shout out to Jake Tato and Lights Out Trivia. But I'm going to let you know that our 4-pointers, we only have NFL and NHL remaining. So hopefully this wheel picks one of those early and I don't look like a fool spinning this all night. It is NFL. We're good. Jacob is definitely excited about that one.
If both of them were NHL, then...
We're going to bring that down. All right. So your NFL 4-pointer will be chosen by you, Jacob. Would you like 1, 2, or 3?
Let's go 2.
2 it is. All right. Your question, looking for 4 answers here in the category of the NFL with a 4-pointer is, who are the 4 players that have been drafted as Mr. Irrelevant and have played in a Super Bowl? So Mr. Irrelevant being the last person selected in the NFL draft.
Let's go number 1 instead.
There's exactly 4 players.
I've got 1.
So do I. And
I feel like you guys both have the same person because it's probably the most obvious one.
Yeah.
Perkins says, great question. Thank you, Perkins. Appreciate you.
No, it is a good question.
I know when I wrote most of these 4-pointers in Battle Zones, I was just really high one night. And I was like, all right, I need things that come in 4s and 10s. You guys will, obviously. We don't care much about time here, but you can do what you got to do.
I can't even think of 3 other players.
yeah, man, I can't even think of football players right now. Oof, this is rough.
I think I'm
not even confident on my 1. I'm pretty sure that he is, but
yeah, I'm not gonna waste time.
I'm just gonna write down.
Go whenever you're.
right, I'm in.
All right. Okay. Joey.
I said Brock Purdy, Jordan Lynch, Julian Edelman, and Braxton Berrios.
Okay. And Jacob Barber.
I just have Brock Purdy.
Yep, that's the one I knew you guys would get. Brock Purdy is correct, as well as Ryan Sukop, the kicker, I believe. He was on the Titans at one point. That's all I remember. I had him in fantasy once. And then we're looking for Jim Finn and Marty Moore. There are your 4 players. So
those last two. First, the kicker.
probably one of the hardest ones. If you don't know, you don't know. But we're gonna go back for round number 2 as score 4-3. Each player shows a second strength until we broke it down to 4 questions. Each player only answered their own question. There's no steals. You will get 1 point for each correct answer in round number 2. And Jacob, we're going to start with you with the category of NBA MVPs. Of course, question is, for which season did Allen Iverson win his only NBA MVP?
The 2000-2001 season.
That is correct. Other than Tim Duncan, who was the only Spur to win the MVP award?
David Robinson.
That is also correct. Next question. Which last name is the only to be shared by 2 players that have won the NBA MVP?
Malone.
That is also correct. And then, other than Wilt Chamberlain, who is the only other player to win NBA MVP in their rookie year?
Wes Unseld.
All right. Yep, that is correct.
Hold down.
you sure know your NBA MVPs. All right. So that's 4 points. 4 for 4. Good shit, Jacob. We have things here. Ryan says, how could we forget Jim Finn? Right? Perkins said, not Brock Purdy. That's the only one. And Papa West is here. He says he's so quick to answer. It's amazing. So there you go. Your fellow Jacob is cheering you on. All right. So, Joey, you chose the Cubs from 2016 to now.
16?
Or 2015 to now, sorry.
Okay.
I think when I copied it over, it did, like, you know what I mean? It went up a number because it's Excel.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, so, Joey, your question is, which closer did the Cubs trade for at the 2016 trade deadline, sending the Yankees a 4-player package, including Gleyber Torres?
Aroldis Chapman.
Aroldis Chapman is correct. Who is the Chicago Cubs opening day starter for the 2024 season?
So that'd been last year, obviously. That's the Texas game. Where they start? I think it was Justin Steele because he hurt his hamstring or something.
That is correct. Which 2 Cubs pitchers finished in the top 3 of Cy Young voting for the 2016 season but lost to winner Max Scherzer, current Toronto Blue Jay?
Kyle Hendricks and John Lester.
That is also correct.
Fun fact, I was on a trivia show on a cable network over here, and that was one of the questions I was asked.
Oh, shit. Damn. All right. Well, all right.
It was like 9 years ago, though. So.
Oh, okay. Who was the last player to be inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame with a Cubs cap, doing so in 2019?
Ooh. That's a good question. Shit, I forget what team he was on. Is it Lee Smith?
It is Lee Smith. Mick McCauley says, "Let's go, Suba. Make some noise." Big Xbox fan. All right.
That's my buddy that from Arizona I was telling you about.
Okay. Yeah, big Xbox fan. Make some noise. All right. So 4 for 4 for you. Apparently, you guys are really good at this. But we're gonna go to the battle zone now. And the battle zone works like this. A wheel will be spun featuring the Big 4 sports. What the category shows that each player will guess 5 answers pertaining to the question on the screen. Starting with the lowest score, 1 point per correct answer. We're going to bring back up that wheel. It's going to let us know what we're going to be playing today. And the only thing we are out of, I believe, is no basketball. Sorry, Jacob. All right.
So it's not. You know what? As long as it is hockey.
All right. So let's see what we're going to play here today. It is going to be... You nailed it. You nailed it. It is the NHL. All right. So I previously told you guys that the one NHL Battle Zone is about teams. So let me get my whiteboard out here to write down your answers to this question.
I have a 10-32 chance of getting some points here.
So, for this question, I believe... No, I don't think the lottery... Anyway, it's for drafts that have happened. Who are the 10 most recent teams to pick first overall in the NHL entry draft? So if a team has picked more than once, they will not be said more than once. If this goes back more than 10 years, it goes back more than 10 years. That's not a hint. And Jacob, we will start with you.
I'll say the Penguins.
Joey.
Blackhawks.
Of course.
Should have said that.
Should have, because I'm not sure.
Jacob.
Go the Avalanche.
Okay. Joey.
The Oilers.
Jacob.
The Dallas. Is it the Stars?
Yes. And Joey.
What team does he play? I think the. What team did he go to? Because they're not good. Shoot, the Sharks.
Okay. Jacob.
The Lightning.
And Joey, your fourth one.
This isn't my guess, but did you say Avalanche?
He did.
I did.
Okay, I just had it written. I didn't even know if I crossed it off.
Uh,
I'm going to say the Ducks because I know it's Ducks or Sharks, and I can't remember which one it was. So let's just hedge my bet.
Okay. Eric. Eric's here. He says, name teams, any teams.
That's basically what I'm doing.
All right, Barber, your final one. Let's see if you can nail one.
The Islanders.
Okay. Am I crazy to think that they won the draft lottery this year, or am I stupid? Did it already happen?
The lottery did happen.
Was
I
it?
don't know who won it.
Okay. And Joey, your final one.
Let's see, who is a big name that's going to the league?
I just don't want to go down by a lot.
I can't remember when Dallin was. I'll say the Sabres.
Okay. Okay. So, I will let you know that your orders or answers in chronological order are the San Jose Sharks, the Chicago Blackhawks, the Montreal Canadiens, Buffalo Sabres, New York Rangers, New Jersey Devils, Toronto Maple Leafs, Edmonton Oilers, Florida Panthers, and the Colorado Avalanche. Shout out Nathan McKinnon. But yeah, so Joey, you got 4. Barbara, you did pick up 1 with the Avalanche, so that's going to give us a score of 12-8 going into that final round. We'll go to our comments here. Perkins said Canadian teams, and yes, being a dick. Okay, thanks. Your boy said Celebrini is such a stud. Sharks #1 overall pick.
Yeah. Sharks and Ducks. I was forgetting.
Happy birthday, Joey.
Thank you.
Nice shirt, Cass. Yes, this is from when I went to San Diego. I was like, I gotta buy a Padre shirt. It's one soda on the back. It was just on clearance for like $5. That's why I bought it. I'm just like, I'll just wear it with a hoodie, and no one will know. All right, so we're gonna go to that final round, and the final round works like this. The player currently in the lead will choose a number between 1 and 3 to shuffle the 20 possible questions for the final round. The player with the lowest score will then choose 3 numbers between 1 and 20, and you will answer at the same time with 3 points per correct answer. So, Joey, how many times do you shuffle in the final round between 1 and 3? 2.
Twice.
2 it is. All right. And 1 and 2. All right. Jacob Barber. 3 numbers between 1 and 3. Or 1 and 20, sorry. 3 numbers between 1 and 3. 3 numbers between 1 and 20.
4,
Okay.
11, and 19.
4, 11, 19. Okay, I got them written down. All right. So your first question is, first we're going to go here. Eric really wants soccer. Maybe. No. Okay.
Cool.
Eric also says Joey meant V as in 5. Because you said 2.
5 times. Oh, got it.
5 times. 5 times. 5 times. All right. So your first question is in the MLB awards. And it is. Which player won the most Hank Aaron awards in MLB history, winning 4 in the 2000s for the American League? So I'm not saying it's the most in the 2000s, but it's the most overall, but he won all 4 in the 2000s.
I don't know what that award is for.
The Hank Aaron Award is awarded to the best hitter in the league.
Oh.
Which is weird because it's close to the MVP.
Right.
But not always. But the MVP doesn't always win it. It does sometimes, but not always.
I have a guess.
All right. Let's see if those guesses will pay off. Joey, what do you got?
Ichiro?
And Jacob Barber.
So Derek Jeter.
Well, I'm gonna say that you, the answer to this was a teammate of both of those guys at one point in his career. We're looking for Alex Rodriguez.
Oh.
Yeah, Alex Rodriguez. Yeah.
I thought about him, but then...
Was A-Rod on the Mariners when Ichiro was there? He had to have been, right?
No, he left.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know
Year
for that rookie season.
Yeah. Ryan says, fuck A-Rod, and no. Thank you. That dick. He said Miguel Cabrera, I'm assuming. But no, not them. But we're going to go on to your second question. And your second question.
Melky.
Maybe Melky. I don't know. He would have been around then? I don't know.
Yeah.
But, like,
maybe.
yeah. But not enough. He wasn't good enough to win 4 of those. Might have, like...
No,
yeah.
he's not good enough to win 1. So.
No. I remember when the Blue Jays signed him, and I was like, all right, that's great. All right, so your second question will come in the category of the NBA Finals.
Ooh.
And your question is, which team has lost the most NBA Finals without ever winning one? So which team has lost the most in the finals but has never won? Who is the Buffalo Bills of the NFL, but not necessarily in a row?
Have a guess.
Okay. Jacob Barber currently running through every NBA Finals in his head.
Yeah, right? I think that's easier than thinking of teams.
Are you locked in, Jacob?
Yes.
All right. Let's see. See what we got here. Joey, what do you got?
Phoenix?
And Jacob.
I said the Nets.
So, your correct answer, going 0 for 3 in the NBA Finals, is the Phoenix Suns. So, Joey,
Me too.
you will win this match by way of not needing the final question. Joey, you'll move on to see who you will be playing, whether it be Michael Turner, will it be Andrew Hayes, or will it be Brandon Cohen? Joey, congratulations on this. Anything you want to say to Jacob for the future? And which opponent of those 3 would you most like to face in the finals to decide the sports champion?
Well, first off, great job with Jacob. I know the score is going to look like it was a blowout, but it absolutely was not. He dominated early on. It just, when it came up to the hockey, he admitted he's not a hockey guy. If it came up football, I might have probably been in trouble too. So, yeah, it was a good matchup, and I just got very lucky with that question. I just know because the Suns lost most recently to the Bucks, and they lost to the Bulls. I was like, they're at least 0-2. Maybe that might be enough, and obviously it was. So, great job tonight. For my other side of the bracket, all three of those guys I have history with whether it's wrestling, sports, lights out, WWT, everything. Like all three of those matchups would be great. So I'm really looking forward to see how that plays out. I'm not going to pick one because if I do, and I don't want to call my shot, and that guy would probably motivation to beat me then. So yeah, I like all three of them. A lot of friends in real life, so wishing the best for all three of them. We'll see what happens. So as I said, great job, Jacob, tonight.
Absolutely, and Jacob, you did you killed your strength round. I can tell you that one because that was a very fast matchup. But Jacob, anything you want to say on this? And once the champion is decided, will you want to play in CWT Sports again in the future?
Yeah, for sure. And selfishly, I hope it's a rematch of tonight. Run it back, maybe. Let me brush up on my hockey, brush up on some baseball. I think I have two glaring weaknesses that I hope to remedy. But Joey has proven that he knows a little bit of everything. He definitely has earned his way to the title match. That final question, it hurts that I didn't go out on the basketball question. I knew that the Nets had those back-to-back finals losses, and I was like, well, maybe they've got another one. I knew the Suns too. It was like it was those two, and I'm like, which one am I more confident in? I went with the Nets. It was the wrong choice, but Suba is a hell of a competitor, and looking forward to the finals, whoever he faces.
Absolutely. It's going to be a fun time because we will bring you Michael Turner versus Papa West. We will bring you Brandon Cohen versus Andrew Hayes, two important matchups, as well as just as important, Chris Perkins will still be playing Jake Tato because this is still a round robin and every match matters because the points you score will matter for the rankings in the future to decide a number one contender for the winner of the tournament. Other than that, thank you to everyone that was here tonight. Thank you to Joey's friend from Arizona. Appreciate this comment. Chris Perkins was here. Thank you for stopping in. Ryan and Eric. Papa West was here earlier. And anyone that watched, if you were just watching, you didn't say anything, I also appreciate you too. So we'll be back with those matches. And if you're in the group chat for the Clash of Combatants Volume Sports, please, can we set up these matches? These guys went at it right away. And they were like, let's get this done. The rest of you, what are you doing? Except for you, Perkins and Tato. You guys are good. Also, stay tuned because once this Sports Clash is over, we will bring you Joey Suba versus Jacob Cameron for the CWT Wrestling Championship, as well as Scott Goddard defending the Twitch TV Championship against Andrew the Dude Hayes. And then the wrestling format will be changing. It'll look a lot more like CWT Sports. More on that later. But yeah, other than that, have a great night, everyone. I appreciate every single one of you for being here. Bye!